Okay,
Hello, hello.
we are on Tuesday. Yes,
Yes,
live
we are very good to be back. Another live, and today we have an amazing
Instagram.
continue. Sorry, yeah, I'm joining you. That just the Instagram's always a little delayed. Just give me a second. I'm
You,
joining there. Hi, everyone that's here. If you're here, please say hi on the chat. Let us get set up on all the technicalities of things.
mhm.
But tell me if you see me. Oh,
Connect.
yes, there we go. I'm connecting. So yes, if
Yeah.
you're here, say hi. And today's going to be an amazing episode. Perfect.
Hello.
We're on. Hello,
Yes.
hello.
Let me set up this thing. Yes. Okay. I'm here and I'm here and we
Yes,
are live and I'm here at the bottom. There's the chat. So let's start. What are we talking about?
let's start.
Today I know
Yes,
the
perfect.
subject actually,
Yes,
unlike other times.
yes. Unlike other times today, you know the subject. It's a continuation of part one of this subject where we talked about toxic people. And really, we gave a little bit of background on toxic people and the effects that they can have on people and how they can make people sick. And we covered that in the first part. And
Mhm.
today, we're going to talk really about how to spot them and how to handle it so that you're not affected by them. And a couple of things that I always say at the beginning of every episode is that number one, the answers you give might challenge the listener. It might be something unexpected. It might even be not what you want to hear. But we always say, let the medicine work because what Mayer does is he expands your mind with things that at first seem, whoa, I don't see how this can be. And then it turns out that it actually can. So that's a little disclaimer from the beginning. And then before we get into the subject, we have another little part, which is we always take up at the beginning a popular saying or something that the majority thinks, which is not true. And the one that I have for you today actually came about because it was something that we covered or I covered with my group today in the success engineering program. Every week I do a mentorship program with a group of people from all over the world. Today the subject came up of habits, and
Mhm.
I learned today. I mean, I learned from you about how to handle habits, and so today I taught everybody about it. But while it's fresh in my mind, I think it's a great subject to hear from you as to why should you not have habits, because everybody encourages millionaire habits, everybody encourages having routine in your life or making a schedule that will be a habit so that it becomes kind of you don't have to think about it and you just become more efficient by your habits. And so the question is, why do you say, and why have you taught me that habits are actually terrible?
Okay. So people want habits, or the reason you will need habit is because you are useless. So
Okay, what do you mean?
habits replace you. If you're good enough, you don't need habits. You will know what needs to be done based on the observation, and based on the observation, you will know what you need to do. So you don't need
Mhm.
habit. But why do you need habit? It means that if you leave you for your own volition, you will do the wrong thing. So we say, okay, so we will set. I cannot make myself wake up at 4 a.m. to go to work, so I will make it into a habit, which means there is someone or something that's senior to me that tells me what to do. So
Mhm,
habit
mhm.
is actually a defeated viewpoint, is admitting defeat. I'm useless, so I need a machine to tell me what to do. I cannot trust myself, so the computer will wake me up and tell me what to do. I am so irresponsible that I have no sense of time, so I need a clock to remind me when to go to sleep. This is true for me.
Yes, when to go to sleep. Yeah, exactly. Most people needed to wake up. But
Exactly.
yes, so you're saying that when you rely on a habit, it basically means that you can't be cause and you are effect to
You're,
some greater or
you're
lesser degree.
so irresponsible that you need a boss, and the boss is your
Okay.
habit. Your habit is something that belongs to you. Your car is your boss. Your
Uh-huh.
mind is your boss. So you put some kind of an automaticity, some kind of a process that when something happen, this is click and you have to obey because I obey my habits. I'm useless,
Mm.
in other words. I'm
Yeah.
just of a robot that needs to be programmed. And while you program, let's say, a web application by using PHP, let's say, that's a software or programming language, you program useless people by using the programming language that called habits.
I see. So I don't want to take too much of time because we actually should do a whole episode on this. But what is the bottom line on becoming efficient by use of habits? Because let's say I want to set up a way that I can become better because I implement certain things in my day that I do every day, and so I don't have to think about it every single day. And I want to basically, yeah, become more effective by setting up things that I do daily so I don't forget about them or whatever the case may be. What's
Okay, so
wrong with that?
because first of all, you cannot be effective by having doing the same thing over and over again. Why? In order to become effective, you need to improve.
Mhm,
So, but if I have a habit, I'm not improving. Every day at 4 a.m., I have to wake up. So,
mhm.
so every day I have to do this thing. So I'm not improving because I'm obeying the habit. But
So
if
where
I
does routine fit in?
routine is wonderful as long as it is causative. It's not a habit.
Mhm.
So I
Yeah,
decide that I come to the office at 9 o'clock, but I see what's the purpose of today, what I need to achieve today, what's my target for today. And today I come at 5 o'clock because that's what's
right.
required. I don't go to sleep every day at the same time. I go to sleep when I achieve my target. And when I achieve my target, I go to sleep and I give the body as much rest as is possible to be awake enough to perform the needed task to bring the expected result. So I'm not operating on a routine or on habit or anything like that. I actually use the body, and if I need to sleep once every 2 days, so that's the routine, once every 2 days for the next 5 days, because
Mhm.
that's what it takes to bring the expected result. But if you operate as a habit, the habit is senior to the result. I say the result is senior to the habit. So if I see what I need the result, I make my actions, not habits, but you can call it habit. For so my habit for the next 5 days is not sleeping for one day every second day, because that's what will bring the result.
Yeah, totally. Makes sense. No, that's
I'm not-
great.
yeah, so I'm not operating on an automaticity. So there is
Mhm,
automaticity is just an indication of lack of responsibility. You need an automaticity when you are useless. If you are God, God don't have automaticity.
mhm. Yeah,
God
true.
have a target he wants, and he doesn't put it on automatic. He doesn't need
Mhm.
robots. He say,
Yeah.
let it be light, and there is light. And if he wants to make it dark, he said, let it be dark.
Yeah, I see. And then how do you break a habit? What can somebody do or what process to break a habit?
Okay, good. So the first thing is to look at something and say, what am I unwilling to confront here?
Okay.
Am I unwilling to confront? Make a list of things you are unwilling to confront.
Mhm. Mhm.
What am I unwilling to confront? So
Okay.
if you will see what you're unwilling to confront, you'll be able to start confronting it.
I see. And get
Okay.
yeah, and become cause over it. Yeah.
Cause over it. That's the first thing that I will do. The second thing that I will do is I will look at the target and ask myself how can I become a little bit more cause of the result?
Yeah.
How can I become a little bit more cause over the result? And you will see that this is all an indication of willingness.
Okay. So the more willing you are, the more you'll be cause over your results.
Of course, when you are willing, everything is fast and easy and no problem. And
Mhm.
you have actually a game. Actually, you will see that you don't have a game because you are unwilling. Why you are unwilling? You're trying to make the barriers less big.
Yes.
You're trying to make
True.
the barrier less big. So you say, let me give it more time. I cannot do that. It's too difficult. So when you reduce your willingness, you think that you reduce the barriers, but actually by reducing the barriers, you're making yourself more useless.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's really
Yeah.
tricky. It's
It's
really
really,
tricky.
yeah,
It's really
but
tricky.
amazing.
But if you actually look, this is a barrier that a person have. Okay, when he put an automaticity or some kind of habit, he actually reduces the barrier. When he reduces the barrier, it means that he needs to be less powerful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So when
Yeah,
he's less
true.
powerful, he will bring less result. So now he's, oh, this is too difficult. I know I cannot. Let me make it even easier. So I will become a bit slower, less
Mm-hmm.
barriers, less ability. Let me make it even lower. And every time you hit a problem, instead of making the problem bigger, you make the problem smaller. And with that, you become smaller.
Yeah, it's so counterintuitive because you think I need to make my problems smaller.
No, you need to
Amazing. Wow.
you make your problems bigger, bigger,
Uh-huh.
bigger. So more of you is there. It's the
Wow.
level of willingness that define how sane is your game. When the willingness is very small, the insanities are very big.
Absolutely. And then how would you define willingness?
The ability to experience any emotion,
Mm-hmm. I see.
to easily experience any emotion. Any emotion, I'm willing to experience it and control it.
Okay. And it's really a potential because it doesn't mean you have to do it, but it's a potential
Yeah.
to. I'm willing.
Viewpoint is, yes, I can. The viewpoint is no problem. Let's
Mm-hmm.
jump to the moon. Okay, no problem. I don't need to jump yet, but I know it's no problem. If I need to, I will.
Mm-hmm.
So first of
Mm-hmm.
all, it's
Yes.
I start with yes. Most people start with no.
True.
You tell them
Yeah.
something, no, no, no. It's difficult.
Yeah.
First of all, it's difficult. First of all, it's
Mm-hmm.
hard. So
Absolutely.
if the viewpoint change to, first of all, the first answer is no problem. And you'll see that you become so slow that you will have the things that separate people is the speed. The things
Oh,
that separate
I see.
people is the speed. If two people, in order for two people to be together, they need to be at the same wavelength or at a harmonic. What does it mean? Let me explain.
Okay.
This is a wavelength. A wavelength is number of peaks per second. Okay.
Yes.
So it's the distance. It's the distance, not number of peaks per second. It's the distance between the peaks. Okay. This is wavelength.
Mm-hmm.
Is measured in centimeters. Okay.
Yes.
So a person will do very well with a person that is at the same wavelength or half a wavelength, which means that within one cycle, the faster person will do 2 cycles, okay, or 4
Okay.
cycles. So you will see that when a person is slow, let's say this is person 1, is very slow, and this is person B, is very fast. He has 20 cycle in one cycle of another person. These people will be together but will not manage. They will have a lot of disagreements. Okay.
I see. Yes.
But when you have one person that's slow and another person that is like that is not fitting within him, these two people will not be together. They have different viewpoints. Okay. So the
Yeah.
willingness is really at the end is to the ability to experience motion, which means that when you have someone that's faster than you in your area, you are willing to be as fast as him, which means you are willing to expand your frequency or to reduce your wavelength.
Okay. I see. So now, would it be correct that the people that would go together, it's either somebody at the same wavelength or it's at half the wavelength means the harmonic. So for
Harmonic, yeah.
every for
Not
so for
exactly half.
every
It's breaks of halves, which means it can be half, quarter, 8, 16,
got it.
8.
Okay. And what would that look like practically in terms of a wavelength? Like what would be a
For example,
certain
for
Mhm.
example, You see that people in action will do very well with people that are enthusiastics.
Okay.
Okay. You see that people that are in conservatism will do very well with people that are in fear.
Mm, interesting.
Yeah. You see that people that are in anger will do very well with people that are in resentment. So
Interesting.
different wavelengths will do very well because it's a harmonic on the emotional scale.
Got it. By the way, this is a huge topic
A
that
big
you're going to
topic.
cover. But yeah, but that's the whole Cape Town seminar is all about emotions and how to read people and how to handle people at different emotions. And I'm sure that I don't know what you're doing, but I know the topic. I'm sure this will be covered in detail
Yeah.
there in Cape Town.
So
Wow,
you'll see that
amazing. Okay.
when a person need habits, he's also very useless. He's
Hmm.
also very useless. He's not actually producing.
Wow. Yeah.
So when they
Yeah.
say the 4 days habits or something, how to develop habits to do all your work in 4 days, it's not that you become efficient. You become so slow that after four days it's too much for you.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Bridget said I was 100% willing to go pay a medical bill, and they suddenly told me I didn't need to. Insurance covered it. Amazing. Just willingness. Yeah.
Willingness
Okay.
and goes away. Yes.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, so we covered the habits part too, which I really think we should do a whole episode on, but we covered that in terms of the intro. Already amazing. I want to jump into the main topic, which is how to spot and handle toxic people. Again, we covered the effects of them in part one. That was also amazing. Anybody who hasn't seen it should go watch part one. But even if you haven't, this is a standalone episode on spotting and handling toxic people. And I think that what's really interesting for me at the beginning when I first learned about it is you don't often see them. They're very hidden. And a lot of times people that you think are toxic are not really, and that's really an interesting
An
thing is
interesting
how
thing
do
is
you
how do
spot
you
it? What
spot?
is the characteristics?
Okay. So first of all, like you said, uh, 85% of people cannot spot toxic people, which means they will spot the incorrect people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And 15% of the people, when they do spot toxic people, cannot confront. They
Right.
know they're toxic, but they cannot confront it. Okay?
Right, because you mean they cannot confront it, meaning those people
Cannot
overwhelm
handle
them or they're scared of
it.
them or whatever.
Yeah, they cannot handle it
Hmm.
totally.
Hmm.
They know those people are bad for them, but they will still follow them
Yes, yes, for sure.
for different reasons. Okay,
Yeah,
so that's the first thing to know. The second thing to know is how the toxic people actually become toxic. They become toxic by spreading venom. Okay,
yeah. Hmm.
and this venom is hidden. You don't see it, but you definitely feel it. It is like when someone puts some drug into your, how does it called, the
Oh,
drugging
like
the,
a rehypnol, roofie.
yeah, roof in your
Hmm.
drink. When someone
Yeah.
roofing your drink, when someone do this thing, you
Hmm.
don't see it, but
Yeah.
they definitely do it. It's 100% you feel the effect. Okay.
Right.
Now those toxic people do that in 14 different ways. There's 14 different ways for a person to be bitten by these snakes. And I really like to call them snakes because they are acting like a snake. They are hidden, they are deadly, and by the time they bite you, you don't have much time to live.
Yeah.
Really
Absolutely.
like a snake. Yes, it is
Yeah.
like not. I think that not by mistake, the bad guy in Garden of Eden was the snake.
Yes, true. True.
He
And the other
poisoned
thing,
the relationship with God.
right, that's so true. That's
Yeah,
so true. I
yeah,
was going to say the other element of it, by the way, and what's interesting for anybody listening is that the more one puts themselves out there, the more these snakes go to them.
Yeah.
And that's also why artists are very, very often surrounded by toxic people without realizing it. That's why so many of the greats fell, because of the toxic people around them.
Yeah.
It's really amazing. So, but you don't see them. Such
Yeah. You don't.
powerful people get bitten.
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
Hmm.
So now, how does they do that? They do it, first of all, the most important thing is that they try to make everything undefinable.
Mm-hmm.
Eh, The, mo-
What do you mean?
everything is general, nothing is definable, nothing is black and white. And if you are black and white, if you know, they will think that you are the worst person. So
Mm-hmm.
they live. The reason they can survive is because they can hide. How do they hide? By being undefined. They become the grass. They hide in between the stones. They look like the stone. So nothing is defined. So when you have a 100% strong viewpoint, that certainty that brings success, they think that you are too much.
Mm-hmm.
This is really, really interesting. They will resent anything that is 100% workable. Anything that
Yeah.
is 100% workable, correct, bring result, they will go against it. But they will support anything that is fluffy, anything that is not exact, anything that mislead you, anything that confuse you, anything that create this mask of uncertainty.
Wow.
One
Yeah.
of the first thing you will see is that the snake cannot have you have a strong viewpoint.
Interesting. Yeah.
It's really unbelievable. How they do that, they use like general remarks. Everyone say, they will come and they will says, well, you cannot and you can never be sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say anything bad, but I'm just telling you.
Yeah. A lot
Because
of people. A lot of people have been talking.
yes, people saying there is no smoke without fire. Nonsense. There's a lot of smoke without fire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So
There's many
they
types of
create
smoke, but there's no
murkiness.
fire. And the question is, who created the fire? Is it my fire or your fire?
What do you mean? So I missed something. What's the connection to smoke and fire? And what do you mean?
Us. So people say like there's no smoke without fire because they say,
Yeah.
oh, there's a rumor that so there's no smoke without fire. Yes. If there's
Mm-hmm.
smoke, there's a fire. And I said, nonsense. First of all, if I make the fire to make the smoke, to make you look like you are smoke, like you creating the smoke, not that you are smoking, yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's because you are smoking. It's because you are
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah. Yeah. I see. In other words,
Experience. So I create fire to create the smoke to hide the fact that you're smoking, that you are so good. So the fact that
yeah.
there is a smoke, the fact that there is some indication of something bad, do not mean that something is bad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Are you
Yeah. I
with me?
see. Yeah.
Because if
Yeah.
the smoke is not real, if it's based on a lie, there is no fire.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, for example, I'll show
I
you a
see.
picture of of children being killed. Yes, but if
Mm-hmm.
I'm the snake and I just created some show that with AI that created it and it's not true, or or it's all staged, so there's no smoke. You understand?
Yeah. I
I
see.
created smoke to prevent
Mm.
you from being smoking, like being amazing.
Yeah, I got it. I see. So it's a play on words on smoking, but in reality, what you're basically saying is people say, look, I don't know what's going on with Bill, but they say there's no smoke without fire, meaning they'll say I'm seeing some murky symptoms, which tells me, hey, there's a root cause that we don't know about. And what you're saying is that's not true. There can be smoke and there can be no fire. There can be no root cause.
Yeah, let me give you a true story. Okay,
Yeah.
so I had this lady that I took to work for me to do marketing,
Hmm.
and she was really good. She was doing marketing and things was good. She knew what she's doing in her own area. And over time, she started to know the customers, the suppliers, my friend, family, and but she was a snake, and I knew she's a snake, but I wanted to really understand how she worked. So I was watching her. I was really codifying, like looking, what is she doing, this lady?
Mhm.
And I knew 100% she's a snake. After about 3-4 weeks, I knew she's a snake.
Uh-huh.
So I started to look, and she will start to go to clients and say, Mayor is an amazing person. He's so clever and he's successful. But I'm not allowed to talk because I have a non disclosure agreement, which he didn't have. Because I signed a non disclosure agreement, but I've seen what's going on beyond the curtain. But I cannot say anything.
Mhm. Mhm.
Generalities.
Yeah.
Like the guy on the other side, all of a sudden, called me and said, "Look, Mayor, I don't believe to what you say." I said, "You don't believe to what I said? What do you mean?" He says, "In what you're teaching, I don't believe in." And I said, "Did I ever ask you to believe in what I teach?" He says, "No, but I don't feel comfortable listening to you." Okay, did what I teach you help you? Oh, of course, of course. I had the highest ever result this year. I fixed the relationship with my son. Of course, I had this problem with the knee that is not a problem anymore, but I'm not sure that it's because of you. It happened after we did this process, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
And I was listening to that. So the normal thing will be to react to that, will be to argue with him or da 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 da. So I said, "So tell me, did you speak to blah blah blah?" And he said, "In fact, yes, she's very nice, she loves you." I say, "Yes, I know." And what did she say? And he's blah 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 blah, all good things. I said, "And what else?" "No, no, that's that." I said, "Have a look, what else?" "No, no, I told you everything." I said, "I know, have a look." "Well, it's not my business, and she told me not to tell you. But she said that in your own personal meetings, you behave differently to what you behave with your clients." I said, "Did she say, how do I behave?" And she said, "No." We said,
Mhm.
"No." I said, "So two things. Number one, true. I think that you behave different with your wife than you behave with me, or at least I hope so."
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, yeah. True, yeah. Uh-huh.
Because it's a different hat. But if I
Mhm.
don't tell you, if she didn't tell you how, what will happen? You will invent bad things, and they're always bad.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll jump to conclusions when it's general to the worst. Yeah,
Exactly.
or whatever, yeah. Mhm.
And when we started to look, he actually realized that the problem was not that he doesn't believe me or he doesn't think or all of this thing that we said at the beginning, but that she actually poisoned him.
Yeah. Mhm. Mhm.
And he, by the way, this guy is a client up to today. This thing happened like 8, 10 years ago, 12.
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
But if I
Yeah.
didn't know that it's just the snake in action,
Mhm.
never mind that I will lose the client. That's not the problem. He will lose all the help that I gave him over the years.
Yeah, true, that's even the bigger loss, and the future help to be gained. Yeah.
Exactly. All those years that of help he will lose. Yes.
Mhm. For sure.
Yeah, I had many situations like that when I saw with clients that a client was hired this marketing company, and the marketing company was really good. They were bringing result and da da da. And he spoke to his friend of mine, and he said, "No, I hired the, let's say, Karen. Karen is and he said, Karen from Best Marketing. Oh no, this is the worst. Why didn't you tell me? She almost caused my friend a major disaster." She didn't say which. He didn't say which disaster. You
Yes.
should not work with her. It's the worst thing. Don't work with her. And he come to me and he said, "Well, we need to stop working with Karen." I said, "Look, I look at the stats. And the statistics show an amazing improvement since you started to work with her. He said, well, yes, but she's the worst. I said, she's the worst? What do you mean? Oh, she caused so much trouble. What kind of trouble? Well,
Hmm.
she's really bad. I don't like the way that she talked to me. I didn't like her from the beginning.
Hmm.
Didn't like her from the beginning? You said that
Mm.
she's wonderful. All of a sudden, everything messed up.
Yeah,
Why? Because the venom make you unconscious.
for
You
sure.
start to operate on habits of being
Yes.
stupid.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
really
that
amazing.
makes total sense. It is amazing. One of the things that you told me once, which I think is so powerful to use as a tool, is that your enemies will put you in a maybe, whereas
Mhm.
your friends will give you more certainty.
Exactly.
So anything or any person that puts you into any form of maybe on any subject, where it knocks you from a position of I know to I am in a
Well,
maybe about it, is an indication that you are surrounded by an enemy,
yeah,
and without realizing it, because sometimes they'll do it in a way that's actually to help you. For example, oh, that marketing company, I don't know, you should just double check them without giving
yeah,
you more. And now you're
yeah,
in a maybe, I should double check them.
yeah, yeah. I look at the stats. I don't need to double check them. Your
Yeah.
enemies, your enemies, will push you to demand less. Your friends will demand from you more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Your enemies will push you to demand less. And every time you demand from them, they will want you to demand less from them. And they will consider your demand as a betrayal instead of understanding that your demand is the only way to help you.
Yeah.
The only way to help you is to demand more from you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because everything around demand from you to do less. You get older, you have a demand from the body to do less. How do you improve? By saying, no, I demand from you, body, to do more.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
It's really
100%.
amazing.
It
Everything,
is.
everything, everything become more expensive so you can buy less. No, I want to buy more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if your friends will demand from you, your friends will demand from you more. And if you're stupid, you will not understand it. You will resist it. If you're
True.
unwilling, you resist it. And
Yeah.
your
Mm-hmm.
enemies convince you to do less. No, let's be slower.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do less. Don't push me. You're pushing me too much. Slow down. Let's die together.
Yeah, yeah. And it comes across in ways that are subtle, but also sometimes obvious. Like, let's just chill, or you're working too much, or why do you
Yes.
have such dreams? Or anybody who's achieved success, like if you just talk to certain celebrities that at least achieved success in their field, will tell you that no one believed in them at the beginning, that they
Mhm.
tried to stop them from their dreams. So it comes in obvious forms or in just ways of like making a face if you say, hey, I'm going back to work. They'll be
Yeah,
like,
and just you'll see the speed. The speed is different. The
mm,
speed is different. You will look at the person at the speed of eating, at the speed of you just ask him, bring me that. How long does it take? Does he
yeah,
go and bring you, or does he have to do something before?
mhm, mhm,
Does he have to do something before, or does he just do that? Let's do that. Does this is the first action is of course yes? Is the first action no problem, or is the first reaction is a problem? That tells you who is
amazing.
in front of you.
Yeah,
Who is the guy in front of you? The speed is the
that's amazing.
actual, actual tail. It's the only proof of who is in front of you.
Wow. Yeah.
Snake wants to make you slow.
Mhm, mhm.
Your friends want to make you fast.
Right, right.
Snake want to make you less. They want to get you entertainment. They
Mm,
want to give you the apple. Oh, let's enjoy that. God
mm.
wants you to exercise restraint.
Yeah. Oh, I think I lost you, Mayor, on, I think I lost you on restream. There, you're
Yeah,
back.
and I'm back. And on
Yeah.
the other side, on the real, in the better side.
Wow. Yeah, exactly. The plus and the minus.
Right.
So yes, I can totally see that, and I think that it's important also to mention. Obviously, there's 14 characteristics, but it's important to mention that, and you can explain it. But what if somebody is listening and going, "Oh my God, I do one of these characteristics," or they're like, "Oh my God, I know somebody that has one of those characteristics. My wife sometimes wants me to slow down and watch movies with her. Maybe she's a snake." How do you know if she is or isn't?
If it's your wife, she is. No, I'm joking.
Let me save you the headache of going through the evaluation process. Uh, yeah.
Okay. So
Mhm.
first of all, you need to have the majority of the characteristics.
Yeah.
One is not enough to evaluate. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
And also one time is not enough. Anyone can be slow one time. Yes. Anyone can be
Mhm.
tired or upset or worried or married or
Yeah.
any one of
Or
those
any other
things.
on any of the other ailments of man.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. And what if somebody feels like, oh, but I see that in myself?
That's also an amazing indication that a real snake cannot recognize those characteristics in himself. Cannot.
Hmm. Hmm.
He
Yeah.
doesn't have. Why? Because he is so, so upset about why he's behaving like that he cannot see that it's wrong. He has to justify it all the time. He really believes that this speed is the correct speed. He really believes that this ambiguity is the correct thing. He really believes that uncertainty is the only way. He would
Hmm.
develop a whole uncertainty theories why they are correct.
Yeah.
Where in any given moment in this universe, there is total certainty.
Yes. I see. Amazing.
Anything at any
Good.
given time is either more black or more white, more plus or more minus. Nothing. There is zero, do not exist, which means we're dealing with certainties.
I see.
Gradient of certainties, but certainties.
Got it. Yeah. Amazing. Okay. And so now, I mean, there's more characteristics, and we're not going to cover them all, obviously, but let's do maybe one more characteristic and then touch briefly upon how. So, how do you handle it once you've spotted someone like that? So, maybe
Okay.
we first do one of the characteristics.
Okay. So the next very good indication is that the snake is 100% sure that help is impossible. He really
Okay.
believes that any help is actually a method to cheating people. And the more effective your help, the more he will attack you.
Ah, wow. Okay.
The more effective your help, the more he's attacking you because for him, he knows that he's in a bad situation. He knows that he's in a bad situation. So if I help you and I make you more powerful, you actually becoming very dangerous to him.
I can see that. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It's a threat. It's
So,
a threat. Yeah.
so for him, for the snake, it's extremely important to make sure that people are not getting helped.
Mm.
So
Hmm.
if you help someone, he will come to you and he will tell you, "Well, I don't trust this guy." But you tell him, "Look, this is a true story. I have a client. She 4 time. She's in a field. She's an artist. She's in a field that no one make money in South Africa. No one. And she works with me, and she makes like more than a very successful, more than most companies.
Hmm.
Single-handedly, she makes more than most companies. She makes an average of 400,000 rand profit, net profit per month.
Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
average, yes.
Yeah, which is a lot of money. Somebody might convert that and say, okay, so $25,000 But in
No,
South
but
Africa, that's like $60,000 in terms of.
no, in South Africa, to give you an idea, an advanced programmer, a very, very advanced programmer, will get maybe 60, 70,000 rand per month. So she makes 5 times, 6 times more.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. And she's an artist. Okay.
Yeah.
And as she started to progress, she had more than one snake in her life. And those snakes will tell her, look, I don't trust Mayor.
Hmm.
You listen to him too much. And she will say, but look, he bring results. So what do I care? No, but he's Jewish, you know.
Yeah.
Someone did.
Really?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
Jewish,
wow.
you know. And she say, yes, I know. Jewish people know how to make money. I want to learn.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's exactly why. Yeah. Yeah.
But seriously, they told her, look, he's Jewish, you know. Oh, you trust him too much. Oh, I don't trust him. It's total generality, total ambiguity.
Yeah. Hmm.
Instead of being willing, oh wow, okay, he's helping you. Show me the number. I want to see the number. Show the number.
Hmm.
Okay, the number actually showed that it's good. Wonderful. Oh, how did it help you? Oh, did it help you? You feel that it helped you? Good, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Is it important if I'm Jewish or not? What's the connection?
Of course. Yeah.
Yes.
Of course.
So the snake cannot see someone improving. It hurts him.
Hmm.
He
Hmm.
feels real danger. So he will
Yes.
do anything to prevent your improvement. If it is your husband or your wife and you are improving, she will find or he will find all the reasons why you should not do that. You are not with the children. You investing too much into this job. You helping too much your friends. Your
Hmm.
friends are more important than me.
Yeah. Hmm.
Nonsense. No, my friends are
Yeah.
important and you are important. And you're the most important when I'm helping you, and they're most important when I'm helping them.
Yeah.
Because at
Yeah.
zero time, there's only one thing. At zero time, there's no time. There's only one thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
Exactly.
the most important for me at that moment.
Makes sense. Yeah. And I've seen an example where, yeah, there was somebody I knew who. Oh, we lost you, by the way, again on Restream. So it'll probably take a sec to reconnect.
It will reconnect. Yes. Hello,
Yeah, there we
Restream.
go. Hello,
Yes.
hello. So basically, yeah, there was a client of ours that was doing great, is doing great still to this day, and they were sharing success stories, of course, and their family was also learning with us, and the family was sharing success stories, and everybody's winning, and the business is doing good, and the relationships are growing, and everything. And this person says, "I think that it's strange that you guys share success stories."
Mhm.
That was their feedback.
Yeah.
Strange that you share success stories, and that's just such a subtle way. And or why do you share it? So weird. Like, why do you guys share it?
You're weird.
You're
You are
weird.
weird.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Like of all the things that they could have been intrigued by, or asked, or been curious over, or commented on, even that
Yeah.
was something that was weird. Meaning, help is not possible, and it's not good, and you shouldn't.
Yeah.
And it's true, they really did have a vested interest in that person not improving,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's
For
amazing.
sure.
It's amazing.
Quite amazing. It's quite
Quite
amazing. They
amazing.
cannot see improvement. If you want to
Yeah.
be faster, they will make you slower.
Mhm.
If you demand more, they will tell you that you are unreasonable. If you
Mhm.
want to improve, they will tell you they need to rest.
Mhm. Mhm.
They
Yeah.
will not let you improve. And
Yes.
eventually, the relationship will end in one way or another, and they will find a lot of faults with you.
Mhm. I see. Once the relationship ends, now they'll
Yes.
have an encyclopedia of faults indexed
Yes.
retrospectively.
Yes. So I call it the retroactive snake.
Ah, retroactive snake. Okay, yes.
So what happened with the retroactive snake is when they're with you, they tell you that you're amazing, etc., etc. They will have the disagreements and so on and so on. Let's say they work for you and they will tell you, wow, this is amazing, well done, and I had this win and this win and this win, and they work for you for 5 years, and then they left because people leave you because of their own sins.
Mhm.
So because of what they've done, yes. So they
Yeah.
leave you, and now they started. 5 years ago, when you hired me, you did not talk to me nicely. And 3 years, 5 months, and 3 seconds ago, you told me that this, and a avalanche of complaints. And they will go and talk to anyone that is willing or unwilling to listen. And poor poison, poor poison. This is the
Absolutely.
reactive snake.
Hmm.
And you see these people in the life always get destroyed. Always.
Yeah.
Always. The life always get destroyed.
Mm.
It's quite amazing. And on the
Yes.
other hand, you see a person that is in a good relationship. He will never have better relationship than that. And the idiot goes and do something that destroy the relationship and is unwilling to fix it. He's all, actually, I lost you this time. Yeah, you got dropped. Now you see. Now I'm back into my
Back.
safe.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
Now we're equal. Yeah.
yeah, now I'm in my
Almost.
comfort zone.
Yes. Exactly. Back in your comfort zone. Sorry. So go on. So I've seen that, by the way, where they have now they have stories. 100%.
Yeah, and on the other hand, I said that there is this person that have a very good relationship. He is going out with this amazing lady, and she's unbelievable, and she's very supportive, and everything, and everything, and everything. And the idiot finds fault with her, finds fault with her, finds fault with her. He's the snake, and
Hmm.
he's trying to making her less, 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 less.
Yeah.
And eventually, of course, he will leave. And the person that leave, he is the snake. The snake
Uh,
always
oh, I see. I see. So let's say, for the sake of example, I'm dating Mariah,
leave.
and then now there's another person that comes and talks bad to me about Mariah. Talks bad to me. Let's call Bill. Bill comes and talks bad to me about Mariah. Then there'll be an upset, obviously, between me and Mariah because he's made her into nothing. And then you're saying Bill will disappear.
Yeah, he will disappear for sure, but you will leave the relationship. The
Oh,
person
I
that
will
will,
leave the relationship. Yes.
yeah, because you
Yes.
became the snake
Oh, so I'll
from
become a snake.
for
Uh-huh.
her, because now you will do what the snake do to her. So you'll talk bad to her, you'll talk bad to your friends, to her friends, to everyone else. You will become the snake. So
I
the
see.
person that leave the relationship is the
Hmm.
snake. And the
Got it.
living don't need to be by me saying, I leave you. You know how a person live?
How?
By being unwilling.
Ah.
Unwillingness is a method of living.
I see. I see. Yes, true, true. Because when somebody, and I
Eventually,
know, yeah.
eventually it become an unwillingness to be with you, but it's an unwillingness.
Hmm.
Unwillingness is a method of living.
Yes, I see. Okay. Wow, amazing. Okay, so now let's talk about how to handle it,
Okay.
and because yeah, first of all, it's really profound as an indicator, by the way, that unwillingness is a method of leaving because it's a big sign at the beginning. So let's say you're seeing it early on,
It's
or let's say it's
small. It starts. Sorry, it starts with
yeah.
small things. Unwillingness to make you breakfast.
Mm,
Unwillingness to listen.
mhm,
Unwillingness to admire.
mhm, mhm,
Unwillingness to see the beauty in you. It
mhm,
starts with small thing,
mhm.
and
Yes.
it grows and grows. But this is every unwillingness is just a method of living. It's a covert method to live.
Mhm. That's
Because
amazing, and I can see that happening.
unwillingness bring people apart.
Sorry, can you say that again? As I spoke, I think it cut you out.
Willingness is a method of bringing people together, and unwillingness is a method of bringing people apart.
Mhm. I
It's
see.
quite
I see.
amazing.
So yeah, it is very amazing. So, and I've seen that, and that happens in relationships all the time. I had a great example. I'm thinking of with a friend. And anyway, it doesn't matter, but I've seen it endlessly. So
Yeah.
what does
Even
somebody
at work,
do?
you see someone work for you, and at the beginning they're very willing, and as they commit more and more sins, they become more and more unwilling. They're just trying to live. They don't have the guts yet to say, I'm living,
Yeah.
so they become unwilling.
Yes. Yes. I
It's
can see
even
that.
right.
Yeah. Right. But so obviously that can go to an extreme where they become truly deeply toxic, and it starts small. So we need to talk about how to handle each of that. And maybe I don't even know if we'll have all the time in the world, but let's start right now with when you see it beginning. Okay. And let me ask you another question before that. Sometimes playing devil's advocate, I can understand someone being unwilling. Let's say that I was like the biggest dick of a boss, like really terrible. I can get it if the person I worked with was not that willing to do stuff for me also. Like I can kind of get it. I wouldn't blame them, honestly.
But if he's not a snake, he will see and he will tell you, goodbye, Dick.
Oh, so they'll just leave.
Yeah, of course. So if
Got it.
no one put a gun to my head to work in this company, because if I'm staying by me taking on the job,
Yeah, that's true.
I'm saying that I'm taking responsibility for that game.
True. And I'm saying I'm still going to take your money and get paid, and I'm still going to do a million other things and be a part of the group. So fair enough. Okay, I get that. So then,
Yeah, because otherwise you get some money, but you're unwilling.
and what about if you're in a committed relationship like a marriage where you need to remain in it, but you have a terrible uh, wife or a terrible husband, and it's a similar situation, and it's not that easy to leave, but you're trying to make it work, but it's a tough one.
Yeah. So first of all, it didn't start tough. It has deteriorated into tough. Otherwise, you could leave at day one. You would not be in a committed
Yes,
relationship.
true,
So number one, it means you didn't know what you're doing. Yes.
true.
If you didn't see it, or if there is a deterioration, you didn't see the deterioration. But
Hmm.
if it does happen, you need to handle it. And the sad part about the relationship is that if you know these things, let's say you learn about this thing, most of the time the other person is unwilling to learn from you. In a
Hmm.
relationship, like you need someone exterior to help you.
Hmm.
Because if
Yes.
I'm married to her and I want to help her, the relationship is established not around I'm the teacher, she is the wife. So me teaching her immediately invalidating her. So it's
Yeah.
more difficult. It will be more difficult. Yes.
For
So
sure.
you
I
need a
get that.
third party, or you need or the other person, the wife or the husband, realize that their life will continue to deteriorate if they don't learn, and they swallow the bitter pill and they do learn. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's more difficult, but it's possible. It's not impossible. It just has more barriers, at least at the beginning. Yes.
Hmm.
But once the person realizes that you know what you're talking about, or one of the sides knows what they're talking about, and they bring results, it should be fine.
Hmm.
So how do you handle, basically, the question is, how do you handle a snake? Yes.
Well, before that, how do you handle the original small unwillingnesses? Like Mariah's extremely willing, so she's not an example. But let's say I asked
Exactly
her
the
to,
opposite.
yeah, the opposite. She's the best. But let's
The-
say that I were to ask her, hey, can you make me breakfast? And even if she's like, yeah, and it begins like that, right? Huffing and puffing. And then but okay, I'll make it if you, okay. You think I work for you, or some little comment, or I don't know how it goes, but something like that. I imagine it starts like that. I've seen situations. How do you start to handle it and nip it at the bud, first of all?
okay. So when it happened, you need to confront it, to go sit down and say, look, not acceptable. I'm not, this is not how we're going to build this relationship.
Hmm. Hmm.
And we're going to sit and figure it out. And this is not okay. First of all, we need to get to the understanding that this is not okay. It's
Hmm.
not something that we want. Some
Yeah.
other people want it, maybe it's okay, but we don't. It's not okay. We need to sit down and say, no, this it's with me, no.
Hmm.
Like if someone will be unwilling with me, you will understand very quickly. I'm not taking this shit. No,
Yeah.
you don't
Yeah.
want problem. I'll find a new model.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. But also because in parallel, you are also incredibly willing to bend over backwards for anyone on anything.
That's correct. I'm extremely willing, and
Yeah.
I'm extremely demanding.
Hmm.
Extremely demanding. What does it mean? I am totally seeing that the person is able, and I will not accept his false limitations. I
Hmm.
will
Yeah.
make the person faster, or you are not something that will work with me.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yes, and I will decide. I can make anyone faster. I just need to decide if I want to invest. If the person is willing, I will invest in him. If he's unwilling, then thank you very much, but no.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it really depends. If it's my son, of course, I will do that. If I'm
Yeah.
already married and it's my wife and I'm already 30 years in the game, I will do anything to handle it. Yes.
Hmm. Yeah.
So so yes, for sure, it depends how far you are in the relationship, on how much you are willing to handle. But the key is, once it's happened, to communicate. Look, this is not pro survival. We're not doing it. I can
Right.
experience it. I'm not going to do it. It's
Hmm.
not upsetting me, but I'm not going to do it.
Yeah. It
I'm
won't
not going.
bring us to our result.
No,
Yeah.
if your viewpoint is all problems, let's go. I will show you the nearest grave, and you can go and cover yourself.
Yes, exactly. Okay, and then in the interest of time, so that answers that. Now, what do you do if you are deeply involved with a snake? You've discovered there's a snake in the grass.
The first thing I will do, I will handle my snake tendencies. If it is a long-term relationship and she's all of a sudden becoming a snake, I've created somehow.
Okay,
So
fine.
first of
Yes.
all, I will handle my side.
Okay.
First of all, I will handle my side. Handle my side. Make sure that my hands are clean,
Okay.
because I'm pulling it in. 95% of the time in a long-term relationship, it will handle everything. It's
Got
fine.
it. Mm-hmm.
The other person have to do something really bad, to commit something that he or she considers something really, really bad sin, in order for them not to be able to recover by you improving.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the people, if you are improving, they will automatically improve.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why? Because they will see the improvement in you and they will improve. Why? Because you are your viewpoint on other people. So if I improve, your viewpoint on me will improve and you will feel that you improved.
I
Listen to
see. Yeah, I
this is
see.
really unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
You are a person is his viewpoint on other people.
Right.
So my viewpoint on you is X. If you are improving, you've done work by yourself and you improved, I would see that you improved. But because I know that I am my viewpoint on you, your improvement caused me to be better.
I see. I see. And even if you don't know that you're your viewpoint on others, it will automatically do that.
And on the other way, it works the same.
Hmm.
If you deteriorate, because my viewpoint is me, I am my viewpoint on you, I will deteriorate. So if I go with people that do drugs, etc., 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 and I will be, this will be the environment that I'm in, this will be my viewpoint on others. So if I will think, oh, this is what they do and this is normal and this I will start doing drugs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of
I
course.
I am my viewpoint on other people, and if you improve, I will automatically improve because I am my viewpoint on other people, and this is quite unbelievable.
That is very wow. That's amazing. So really one of the big handlings of the toxic people is improving oneself First
first
of all,
you
it's
need
not but it's a prerequisite, let's just say.
95% of the handling. If you're in a long-term relationship, not day one, I met someone, I can spot him, thank you very much, adios, I don't have. But I have
Yeah, of
children,
course.
I'm already with her. It's a deal. We're in a relationship, which means there is a partnership here. It's not love. It's not love. Love is just an extra. A marriage is an actual arrangement. Is social arrangement. It's the most efficient way to survive within a group.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Mm-hmm.
really within a society the most efficient way is marriage. That's what marriage is. It has nothing to do with love. That's why marriage started by arranged marriages. What's the most efficient way to connect the families? Yes, and
Right, I
create
see.
wealth, and create power. And love is a quite new idea in relationship to marriage, and it's wonderful when it's there, but it's not really what hold the marriage together, because lots of people get married for love and they get divorced for the wrong arrangement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Understand?
yeah,
And they turn this love into hate because the arrangement the company has built incorrectly.
I
Do you
see.
understand? It's like they go bankrupt, like a company will go
Yeah,
bankrupt.
for sure. That's
Yes,
really true. Really true. I can totally see that.
yes.
And
So
what
if you
about? Yeah, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask on a slightly different note. So continue on this line.
So if you don't understand that marriage is just an arrangement, is just a kind of a system to survive, and it's the most efficient system to survive within a society, and you think, no, I'm married for love. No, if you married for love, it will last as long as love lasts, and love is a very temporary thing. It's until the next time he pisses you off.
Yeah, yeah. When you're pissed, yeah, any couple that's pissed off in an argument, they hate each other at that moment. There's no love.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
no
so
love.
you're right. The love can be temporary. That's true. But of
Yeah.
course, it is a vital part of a relationship. But you're saying that the marriage element of it needs to be correctly set up, and there's knowledge around that, I suppose, as well, in terms of roles and who does what and how
Yeah,
what's
side and
expected of each side and how so forth.
yeah, and when this is not, how do you know that this is misunderstood? When you put a couple to work together, you see the fighting start because they don't understand that marriage is not some kind of glue that connect people. No, marriage is actually an organization, a small organization that operate based on the laws of organization. Is
Hmm.
just an organization. It's actually a group dynamic more than it is an individual dynamic.
Yeah,
It's an
that makes
actual
sense.
group dynamic, yes.
Hmm.
And once you understand that, you will see that if a couple cannot work together, it's only because they misunderstand what is a marriage.
But
And so
isn't
that
s- work and marriage can be separate? No, for example, like in a work environment, it's a little bit different than in a marriage where there is some equality, and in a business
business
environment, there's not
environment does not
necessarily equality.
there's no equality in marriage.
Okay, so what do you mean?
But men outflow, women inflow. That's number one. Men have specific roles, and it's not because he's a man, because the organization is divided to do very distinct roles, and the decision is being done by one person, not by two. And yes, I can ask, I can consult, but some person has to make the decisions. Otherwise, there's never a decision. Otherwise, there's
Yeah,
only there is
for sure.
final word. There is a head and there is legs. There is not two heads. And
For sure.
anyone that dreams that there is equality can go to Russia and see that it didn't work there. It didn't work with many other places that thought that there is equality. Even in Israel, where the kibbutzim, was supposed to be the ideal kind of small groups of people living together under equality, it doesn't work
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
because there's not two people that are the same. How do
Yeah.
you want to bring equality if two people don't have the same capability, the same understanding, the same anything? Because if there is equality, then you take my genius or her genius and you reduce her genius to my stupidity
Right. Right.
because we are
Yeah.
equal. So we come up to some mediocre middle. So why?
Yes.
I cannot bring my capabilities and let's say I'm good in business. So I cannot make amazing business and she cannot make amazing children
Yes.
because
See,
I'm not
exactly.
very good with children. Yes. So I will go down to the level.
Yeah.
You have to go down to the level of raising children. How I will raise them? I will raise them by email. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's a good, but that's amazing. And Lauren here on Instagram said, "Wow, so true." And yeah, I mean, I heard you talk about it on another podcast where you were saying, and not that it's always this way, obviously, but like at least in our family was there was the roles, right? So the man in our family brought the money, and as you say, the man's role, if you're really the man in this case, you should bring more money than the family can spend, more money than the wife can spend than the children need. So the man, if he's really the man, does that. The wife handles the household and the kids, which is beyond a full time job that takes insane skill and is a major, 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 major thing.
We lost you on
Uh,
Instagram.
yeah, I think that our Instagram ended. Period. I think the Instagram we got cut off at an hour. I think, but anyway,
Ah,
it's fine.
let me restart it. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. No problem. We can restart. One sec.
Share as a reel. Let me just share it for a second.
Okay.
Tag
Sure.
people. Yes, I'm tagging you and GP.
I think it's fine. Let's leave it in Instagram. We'll be wrapping up here in 5 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think leave
Okay.
it. No.
Okay.
Mayor,
Here
what
we
do you
go.
think? Oh, you're back. You're doing it?
Live. Okay. I'm
Okay.
going
Oh,
live.
okay. Oh, so you are. Okay, cool. Let me see. Just give me a second. Okay, so I'll join in a sec. But what I was saying is that the woman has the toughest job in the world of handling the household and the kids, and it's major, major, major. But also the woman, I like that you said this is at least in our family, was in charge of even the marketing of the family. So keeping in touch with the cousins and the aunts and uncles and letting the grandparents know how things are going and so forth. And the man was the ethics officer of the family, making sure that there's an external person to come in to help. And so there's roles for sure. And I think that that's really
Yeah.
powerful. That being said, I want to get back to the toxic thing. Otherwise, we're not going to finish that subject. And so let me get back to that. Unless there was one more thing you wanted to add on that.
Here we go. View request. Here we go. You're joining.
Yeah. So can we? So what do you want to do? I'm joining here on Instagram. Can I
Ah,
jump to the back to the thing or no?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Whether as you wish.
Okay. Okay. So anyway, so that's on the marriage front. And what if you're and we didn't really talk about the handling yet in a marriage other than handling oneself, but what should happen if you just have a friend that's toxic? You're not in a major committed relationship of 10 years or 30 years or whatever, but you have a friend around you that's toxic or whatever. And what do you do?
Okay. So marriage, friend. Once you're in a relationship, you're in. Okay. So if
Okay.
he's my friend, he's a friend. This is not a temporary thing. That's why I'm not making someone my friend lightly. And you are very good with that, by the way. You know how to
Hmm.
choose your friends very well, very wisely.
Yeah.
So you once you're a friend, you're a friend. So if this friend, if you consider after you decided that he's your friend, you decided that he is toxic, your job now is to handle him.
Hmm. Hmm.
You
Hmm.
need to handle him. And there is a way to handle any situation.
Yeah.
But your job is to handle him. And the only barrier is if he's extremely unwilling, then you continue to handle him, but you need to realize that it will take time. Sooner or later, he will come to you. For example, I had a guy that really couldn't stand me, couldn't stand me. Like he was He was not a friend yet, but he had a relationship with someone else that I knew, and I was very good friend with him. And he didn't like me, he didn't like me, he didn't like me. And he was just against what I'm saying without any logic, like no logic. But I continued to be willing to help him, just willing to help him, willing to help him, willing to help him. And about 2 months ago, he came to me and I helped him, and the relationship improved and improved and improved and improved. And 2 months ago, he came to me and he says, "Look, whatever you'll tell me, I'm going to do." And I said, "Why?" He says, "Because everything that you said up to now helped me. Everything. I could not find one thing that did not help me and my family and my friends. So anything you will tell me, I will do." And I said, "This is the wrong conclusion." And he said, "What do you mean it's the wrong conclusion?" I said, "It's the wrong conclusion. What I need from you is to take anything that I say and see if it's true for you. Can you make it your own? Can you be source over it? Can you actually create it? Not can you parrot it? Not can you agree with me?
Yeah.
Yes, no. What I want you is to understand what I say, and then create something better. Because if you take what I say and you do it, you didn't create something better, so there's a deterioration.
I see. Yeah.
Has to be something better. You take what I'm saying and you need to make it better, or you will bring about a deterioration for me, for you, for everyone else. I insist that you'll make it better, and I will make what you say better, and you will make what I say better, and things will improve. But you have to take what I say, and your purpose is to make it better, not to agree with me, not to repeat it. That's a
Wow.
massive difference between any kind of, let's say, religion. And I'm not against religion, as you know, I'm very much pro-religion. But any religion, the Achilles heels of a religion is God already know. Yes, God already know. But he wants you to know too. He wants you to improve. Take what he says and improve it. And he will improve on it well, because he will ask you for more. As I said, I'm always asking from my people for more.
Yes. Yes. Amazing. Yes, I love that. I love that. So you stick in it with your friends, which is, by the way, that alone is a whole concept that many people push against, but you stick through it with your friends. How do you handle a person like that who's, while you stick in the friendship, they're spreading their venom and spreading their venom? And yeah, Vince asked, does toxic mean a snake? Yeah, when we say toxic, we mean a snake.
Yeah.
So how do you handle the person?
He has a problem, not me. Why
Okay.
why is it a problem for me? If
Because
I'm a
everywhere you go, they
if my hands are clean, okay,
uh-huh.
and these people are toxic and they badmouth me, okay. So first of all, what they've done is they've done it, not me. I didn't commit the sin. They committed the sin. Yes.
True.
And the
True.
people that accepted the venom, they are not my friends already. So at least I know they are not. And yes, I will handle it, and I will handle the black PR, the bad news. I will handle it, of course. I will be effective about it. I will not hide. I will actually put my viewpoint out. The tendency will be to hide and not to say anything. But you need to go out and say and explain and handle those people. But you need to know they need to be handled, because they are not your friend.
Mm-hmm.
If someone
No.
told you something
Yeah.
bad about me
Yeah.
and you accepted it, you're not my friend anymore. Not from my viewpoint, from your viewpoint. I'm your friend. You are not my friend.
Got it. Yeah. You've done an enemy action.
Yeah. I'm your friend. You are not my friend. I will not
Yeah.
discount you. Even if you've done this bad thing, I don't care. It's not a
Yes,
problem.
I see. But the problem, and we're really running long here, but just we're almost done. When you have a person who's going around doing that, even if your hands are clean, it's like, let's say that my hands are totally clean, but the person all of the time shoots a bullet at me, and I need to handle the bullet, freaking sew it up, deal with all the repercussions of the bullet, and then we hang out again, and they shoot another bullet, and it's like, okay, and
You clean yourself, they will not shoot you.
okay, but that very nature of the toxic person is that they go and spread venom.
they spread venom. But if you are so clean, let's say that someone want to spread venom on God.
People do.
Now, yes, how well it goes for them?
I
It's not
suppose it
really.
depends. Yeah.
It's not really working, because anyone that knows God, anyone that believes in God, it doesn't help.
Yeah, anybody who is
Yeah.
and who believes in God, of course.
But if they want to spread venom on the church, it's very easy, because the church hands are not as clean as God hand. So they will tell you, no, God is okay, the church is not.
Okay.
So first of all, the more your hands are clean, the less you will be hurt. Now, no one can have 100% clean hands. No one.
Yeah, of
So you
course.
also need to handle, because you cannot. But the true handling, the actual handling is have a good hand, a
Okay.
clean
Well,
hand.
clean
Yes.
hands. Yeah. Okay. And so if you first of all, that's a great thing to aspire towards being, and there's ways of making that happen, of course. How do you practically handle it with someone? Would you go and talk to them? Would you go and clean up the mess that they've created by speaking what they've said to other people?
Yeah. First of all, the first thing, you need to put out data. When someone put venom, yes, what they want to do is they want to make you small. They want
Yeah.
to make you stay small, which means they want you to be like being worried. They want you to look internally. Yes. What you need to do is to start looking externally and to go to those people and tell them, look, I know that you heard that. This is the proof. You need to prove every utterance of lie. So you need to prove things. Yes. And you need to be extremely careful not to spread black PR or venom on the people that spread the venom on you. So I don't need to discredit you. In very extreme times, I need to discredit you. If you are my enemy, not if you are my friend. Yes. An enemy I can discredit, but not a friend. Yes. So if you helped me in the past, I'm not going to destroy you. Yes.
Of course. Yeah.
I will destroy the data that you gave, the lies, but I will not destroy you. Yes. So
Yeah.
the first thing is take every single thing that has been told about me that is a lie and to prove it as a lie. Yes. Second is to make sure that I'm not dealing with what was said, but who said. Really important where the thing come from, because many times you will say something, but you are not actual source. You are just a talking head. So I want to find who said, where is it coming from? Where is it originated from? Not what was said, but who originated it. Because if I don't know who is the target, I don't know who to shoot.
Yeah.
You
Yeah. I
understand?
see that.
And
Yeah.
because I will shoot you, you are not actually the target, because you will die and they will find another useful idiot to
Yeah.
do the job. Yes?
Yeah.
So most of the time you see the useful idiots that repeat messages. You need to find where is the source. So all you ask around who, not what. And today when someone spread lies about someone, what did he say? What did he say? What did he say? Irrelevant. First of all, I want to know who said that in order to handle. And then what did they say? I'm handling it only in order to remove the lies. But the actual handling is to find the source and kill the source. Because
Got it.
otherwise you turn off the fire here and another fire will grow up there. And I turn off the fire here and there will be another fire there.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that.
Okay.
Yeah. Amazing.
It's extremely important to find the who, to concentrate. 90% of your investigation is to find the source. Who said so? Yes.
I love it. Yeah, amazing. Okay, I think that with that answer, that I always think about the viewer. I feel like with that answer, a viewer can leave going, okay, I can. My cup is full with the solution that I need to at least have some tools to go and
Yeah.
apply, or my toolbox is more full. So that's
Yeah, we need
great.
to
And
continue with that, with the actual tools, because
well,
tools and so on. Yes.
Of course, but what I was actually going to say is that it's a gigantic subject, and this is by chance. I didn't even think to connect it to the Cape Town thing when I came up with a topic, but this is the whole thing that you're going to be covering really in Cape Town around. I mean, the name of the seminar is communication, emotions, and other bodies, meaning other people, right? And what's around dealing with others, from understanding them on the emotional scale to handling people to improving yourself. So
How
maybe
does
you
the
can touch
physical
upon that.
bodies affect your emotion? You can
Say
think
again, say
about
again, it cut out.
how does external bodies to your astral bodies, not your physical body. So there's synthetic bodies on your body, on and in your body. There are synthetic bodies that you don't really see them, but the mystics used to talk about them. So how does extra bodies affect your emotions and your communications? And since you are as alive as you can communicate, and you are as dead as you are affected by your emotion, and you will see that if you will handle the source of those things, which are those exterior bodies, you will see that once you handle them, your life changed, because all of a sudden you don't have this mask that covering you and covering you and covering you and making you blind.
Wow. Okay, that's really interesting. I didn't know about this. Okay, amazing. Okay, so when you say other bodies, you're not necessarily meaning other people. You mean the other bodies that one carries without
That's correct.
realizing it.
You think you have
Fascinating.
one body, you see this body, but I promise you there is much more here. There's more life forms than meets the eyes.
Okay, I see. And then how will it, in the Cape Town seminar, how does it connect to improving one's tools for handling toxicity around them?
So first of all, you will be able to, if you don't have this thing that hide your view, if you don't have something in front of your eyes and you can see what's in front of you, you will not get into a situation where you don't need to handle those complex situations if you are clever enough not to get into them, if you're observant enough not to get into them. Yes,
Mm-hmm. I
that's
see.
number one. Number two, anything in life, if you have the ability to observe, you will have the fruit of observation. And otherwise, you need to rely on habits,
Mm-hmm.
because you don't
Mm-hmm.
observe.
True.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want the fruit of observation, you need to remove what obstruct your field of view. And what obstruct your field of view is other bodies that hiding you.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, amazing.
Okay, amazing.
That's
That's
yeah, that's going to be deep. I'm excited. And the last thing I wanted to ask on the Cape Town seminar, everyone that comes to the Cape Town seminar has not the Cape Town seminars, that any of our seminars, your seminars, has a improvement in their income.
yeah.
And that's one for one, but there's a few people obviously that even share what kind of changes happen in their income, from going to gigantic unovercomable debt situations to being thriving on money, and that happens more than once and every time. The question is, if there's somebody listening to this who feels that they want to go, because I'm talking to a few people like that want to come, but they have an income situation that prevents them from booking a flight and the expenses that come with, coming to a 7-day seminar. What would you say is the answer there? Because they know that their income will improve on the other side.
Increase your willingness. They don't know enough. If they know, if I tell you that if you go to Cape Town, in the corner of Long Street and Bree Street, if there is a corner like that,
I don't think so, but it's okay. Yes.
corner of two streets that actually cross each other, there is $2 million waiting in a box.
Hmm.
But you need the money to fly there, and they're waiting there only for 3 weeks. And if you don't arrive in 3 weeks, you will not get them, and you're the only person that physically can get them. No one else. You cannot send someone to collect it for you. Will you
Mhm.
find the money?
100%.
Okay, so it's the problem is not money.
Got it. Yeah.
The problem is
Mhm.
not money. You're trying to solve the wrong problem. If
Yeah.
you define a problem and you cannot solve it, you cannot solve it, believe me, you're trying to solve the wrong problem. And it sounds the most weird thing in the universe, but I promise you, any problem you have right now that you cannot solve is because you're not actually trying to solve the wrong problem. You misdefine the problem, and it sounds totally insane, but I promise you, you misdefine the problem.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, let me give you an example of something, the last thing of something. I have to say last thing for like half an hour. The last thing from somebody who wrote to me. I'm not going to say his name, obviously, but he won't mind me reading this. He said, let's say yes. He goes, I'm a yes inside. I don't know how to arrive at it and could use your guidance on that. And then he said, I need to arrive at the realization and materialization that this is doable. I believe it is, but I don't know how. That's all that I know I need. I don't know how you might help with that, but if it's possible, that.
Okay, so the answer is if you're looking for how, it means that you're trying to find to solve the wrong thing. Yes, because if I define, let's say I look at this person, and the actual problem that he has is that if he will solve this problem of getting the money, it will go against a decision that he made in the past, that if he makes money, it's proved to him that his father was right, that he can that he will never be able to be a millionaire or something. Yes, something weird, like not
Hmm.
logical
Hmm.
at all. So his father told him all the time, you cannot make money. Yes, and he trying to prove to his father that he's wrong by showing him that he's poor. Look what you've done to me.
I see. I
You
see.
understand? Look
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
you've. I don't have money because you behave to me so badly. Of course, it's
Uh-huh.
making him also right, and it's stupid. It's never right. It's never logical.
Hmm.
But if you realize that that's what he's trying to do, all of a sudden that you'll see that he will have money coming from God sent to him with a pigeon.
I see. Once he finds and releases that, yeah.
Yeah, the
Hmm.
real problem. The problem is not I don't know how. The problem it's not because you don't. This is if it's not if you're asking a question, it doesn't solve the problem. It means it's the wrong question.
I see. I see. I see. I see.
Really amazing.
It is amazing. Okay, great. All right. Well, that's amazing. This has been I think one of our longest ones, but a very, very value filled episode. So if you are here, thank you for being here to the end. Share it. If you got any value, send it to someone, a friend, a family member that needs to hear this, or at the very least, post about it on your social media so that more people get this knowledge.
Yeah.
And if you loved it, leave a comment below because that also helps us a lot
Yeah.
and
And if
allows
you
us
need
to
any help,
expand.
DM Gali or me, preferably Gali. He's much
Yeah.
better.
And no, Mayor's better than me, but let's give Mayor some space right now to create the Cape Town seminar. He's in what we call dark mode, where he's unbotherable. He's preparing for the seminar. Speak to me if you
Exactly.
need any help. I'll find a way to help you.
Yeah.
I'll get you to a resource. Okay, thank you. This was amazing. Thank you all for being on. Thank
Gali,
you.
love
Mwah,
you.
love you.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Thank you. Love you. Bye bye.